I I'm glad you said that because I had a really funny opening for the episode, but I can't use it now.
What was it like? What's up? And then you say like a certain curse or something.
No, it was like I was going to be talking about stroking my proverbial something
Hmm.
and just saying that a bunch, but actually I wasn't going to do that,
Yeah.
and I don't think
Welcome
like
to the
that.
show. I'm just doing this right now.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool introduction.
So what do you think the recruiters would like? Like if we talked about like Beethoven for like the first 5 minutes or like something like that?
I just think having some sort of little block here at the start would probably sway them away from thinking that we just are like the super immature type of people.
Yeah. Which I mean in my case is true, but
Yeah.
I
Uh,
can oh man, I just burped into the mic. That was disgusting. Um I mean I'm immature.
yeah.
I'll put that out there. I can clean my act up if need be,
Mm.
but it's only gonna last so long. So glad there's a time limit involved.
Yeah. I'll let
Not
you
that I'm
know.
gonna do anything crazy like say the N word or something,
I think
but
the closest we got was an R star word near the end of last time.
yeah,
But
the hard R.
it was the sexual nature one. You said
Hmm.
that near the end of last time.
Oh yeah, that's right. I that wasn't the hard R, that was the big R.
Yeah, that was the
There's
evil
different
don't say that R.
yeah, there's different slang uh to describe offensive terms,
That is
at
true.
least in my world. The hard R is like for you know, special people,
Mm.
you know.
It's when
Um
it's when your rage is at its peak.
yeah, the type of people to like not be in a proficient math class in school, let's put it that way.
That is
And
kind of
then
true in a way.
the big R has to do with making somebody do something involuntarily.
Mm.
What that is, I don't know, or I can't say for posterior sake, but I think you kind of get what I'm where I'm going with that.
Yeah, I think last time before the podcast we were talking about games, and then we talked about literally everything else but games for like the
Hmm.
entire time.
Yeah,
So
I
if you
wanted to
want
talk
to,
about Stray,
oh yeah,
and I well last week I wanted to talk about Stray, but then I just forgot it.
yeah,
But I do enjoy that game. Definite comfort game.
mm.
You get to meow. There's a meow button, which is the whoops. It's the freaking coolest
I'll
thing
censor that one. It's
since
fine.
it's the coolest thing since the birth of Betty White,
Mm.
you know. Um no, I really like that game. I haven't played it at all this week, but no,
I
it's a great God.
I'll get that one too, dude. It's fine. I just know I just
I
know
need to
and
just get it all out of my like
something.
my system before the show. It's just cussing is part of my vernacular,
Yeah.
and that's what makes it hard.
I'll cut that one out too. Don't worry about it.
All right.
I know there's mods for Stray where you can have like calico cats instead of the orange tabby cat.
Damn, I hope they have that on Xbox because I want a regular tabby cat because I own one.
Mm. If you hear
Yeah.
any background noise, my dog is kind of upset with something.
No, I'm not worried about it.
Unfortunately.
I'm not worried about anything.
I don't know, like when I look at Stray, I'm like, that is some creativity right there.
Yeah,
Um,
and I mean like it's a $30 game, brand new.
mm.
Most games now are like 70 friggin' dollars, and I don't know. I like it's not like a huge game, but
Yeah.
there is replayability to it, like in the sense of I guess Like there's like side stuff you can like there's not like a quest thing like there would
Mm,
be in like Skyrim, for example, or Fallout.
yeah.
But there are quests you can do, and you kind of have to remember what you have to do for something, and then you kind of have like there's a lot of figuring stuff out on your own, which I suck at just because I'm an idiot. But I mean, I don't
It's
know.
kind of
I'm
like
at
a
a
puzzle game in a way.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely a puzzle game.
Mm.
It just there's not like a waypoint to go to or anything.
Oh,
It's
that's
just
so nice.
for example, there's a spot where you're like on some rooftops and you meet this guy and he's like, "Okay, you have to go to these spots on the rooftops to get this stuff for me
Mm.
and they'll be marked with this symbol like outside of them." So you actually have to like go through and like look for this stuff that he needs to get, and you can like do cat stuff, like knock stuff over, and
Just be a
um
pain in the butt.
yeah. Well, like knocking stuff over is my favorite part. Like jumping on stuff and knocking stuff over and meowing. Like I don't know, like you really could not make a better game.
There is a
Based off of those principles alone, you could not make a better game.
there is Untitled Goose Game where you
I
swim
played that.
around as a goose and then you honk at people.
Yeah, dude. I love that. My ex and I would play that shit all the time.
Mm. I just remember Jay Schlatt. He would make videos with it, and he'd be like, "What the honk is going on here?" and stumble into a scene.
Yeah, I feel like Patrick's brother Ben, he kind of put Stray and Untitled Goose Game kind of in the same kind of sector, I guess.
Mm.
And it makes sense to me. Like I've you're like the second person that has brought up the goose game with the cat game. I just think that's funny. There was a chicken in the garage when I came home.
Oh,
Like
neat.
not a cooked one or anything. It was like real life.
Hmm.
And I walked in and I was like, "Yo, what's going on, chicken?" I tried to feed him some candy bar.
If you want to
Wasn't
curse,
eating
by
it.
the way, we are through 5 minutes here.
All right, cool. There's a goddamn motherfucking chicken in the fucking bitch ass garage.
Hell
I
yeah.
tried to. No, I did actually try and feed him some candy bar. He wasn't taking it, and
he just stared at it like, bruh.
yeah, and he stared at me because they're like dinosaurs, you know, like they see you're a living thing, they want to fucking devour you or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, No, but I mean, I got to pet the chicken. He allowed love to be graced upon him. And I would say that was probably maybe the best thing that happened to me today.
Hmm. I think it's funny that chickens can only walk in like a straight line. So if you like draw a line in front of them, they get confused.
Really? Is
Yeah.
that real?
I think it's
I didn't
something
know
like
that.
that. I don't remember it correctly, probably. But yeah, you put a chicken in front of like a line, and then they're like, I don't know where to go now. My life is incomplete. And they just stare at it.
Dude, I gotta try that. Because we have chickens where I live. And I'd love to terrorize those bastards. That'd be funny.
Did I ever tell you about that TikTok I saw? I do not use TikTok. They just come up on like YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
There's a video of this guy who's like, my rooster has gotten too old and keeps trying to peck at my family. So he puts it into a tumbler and like defeathers it and cooks it and has dinner
Whoa.
with the rooster. And I'm like, what?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's
I
like
didn't
so
expect
abrupt.
that story to go that
It
way.
was so abrupt. He was just like, this fucking rooster is terrorizing my family. Let me cut its head off and throw it through a tumbler. Like,
Tumblr.
what?
It's crazy.
That's like the nuttiest video I've seen on TikTok, besides this girl dancing while somebody in the background is having a mental breakdown.
That sounds awesome.
Like, they're just like shaking and like cradled in a corner, and the girl's just dancing in a mirror. And she looks
That's
behind
fucking
her and she's like,
rad.
fucking whatever. And she just keeps dancing. I don't get it.
Just like, shut up, pussy,
Yeah,
and then just keeps going
I don't understand any of that shit. It would be awesome if, like, an NFL player did that.
to somebody having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, like somebody
Oh,
like
you're
broke
right.
their knee or like twisted their leg the wrong way and the other team is just dancing.
Dude, some dude gets like he gets like a Chris Benoit esque brain injury, and everybody's just doing the gritty around him.
Just like major CTE in the background. Just start default dancing. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude doing Fortnite dances after giving somebody like a
A
aneurysm
fucking
related
level 3
incident.
concussion. He's literally on the
Yeah,
ground with his fingers in a weird way.
yeah,
Just
dude, he can't
fucking
move his
dancing.
fingers. They're like you know, like if you curl your hand into a fist, but you stop at like the last segment of your fingers. Like that's what his hands are like.
I know last year there was a quarterback for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
His name was Tua Tungalaioa, which is Super Samoan, right?
Whoa, dude. Yeah.
And he kept on getting hit to the point where he would get concussed. And every time I was like, this guy should just retire, you know?
Hmm.
This year he gained about 20 pounds of muscle and he never got concussed the entire year.
Damn,
So
dude.
I'm impressed by how that guy
He
plays.
gained muscle like in his head.
No, just like in general.
Wow.
But it'd
Well,
be
Chris
sick.
Benoit should have done that. Maybe his family would have still fucking been alive.
Well, Chris Benoit's thing is that it was over time. He had concussions and he never got treated for it. Like
Damn.
starting in like 1995 all the way to 2007, like almost every other match he would have a concussion and he would just work through it.
Didn't he hang himself with a Bowflex?
I think so. Something like that.
Dude, that's so crazy.
I just know Benoit, when they scanned his brain and tried to figure out like all the issues with it, he had a brain of like a 7-year-old.
No fucking way, really?
Yeah, it's a nutty little case there.
He had so much money. Like, what was if he had the brain of a 7-year-old, what was he spending it on? Fucking like Lego or something?
I don't know, man. He had weights in his
Transformers
weight room. He had a son and a
that he
wife,
killed,
and yeah,
that he
yeah,
also killed.
yeah. I just know like usually when concussions are untreated, that's when something like that happens, you know?
Yeah.
And it's really upsetting because a lot of sports has that where somebody gets hurt but they won't tell
Yeah.
anybody.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure the Benoit thing was a huge wake-up call for like, um, I like obviously CTE, but like, you know, athletic, like being in, like whether you're an athlete or like you're in professional wrestling or you're, you know, just stuff in that vein. I think it was a huge wake-up call for a lot of people. Like, hey, man, it's not really good for PR if, you know, we have all these guys doing this cool athletic stuff, and then they're like, one day they wake up and they're like, man, dude, it'd be crazy to see my wife's head smashed with a rock. That'd be so
Yeah,
cool. I'm
that
gonna
is
do that.
nutty.
That would really not help out professional sports and stuff.
Have you heard about the Von Erich family? I think there's a Dark
Yeah,
Side of
dude.
the Ring about it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we used to watch that what was it? Fuck, it was that like Vice show,
Yeah,
like
Dark Side of the Ring, bud.
Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, and they had
Yeah.
a whole thing on the Von Erichs I remember watching. I
It's
don't remember a
crazy
whole
that
lot
there's
from
like
it,
seven
but
of them. And then in the span of like 6 years, there's just one guy left.
yeah, dude, that's sad as fuck too. Like imagine that's your family, you know, and like 6 or 7 years. I mean, part of the reason that all those guys probably did end up dying was because they just kept dying, and
Hmm.
you can't really recover from that after a certain point.
I guess I guess Zac Efron stars in a movie about it that just came out
Really?
recently. It's
Really?
called
It's out? Like, is it in theaters?
yeah, it was for a bit. It's called The Iron Claw, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
about the last Von Erich, played by Zac Efron, experiencing all that shit.
Wasn't the Iron Claw like the original Von Erich?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Fritz Von Erich's nickname, I think.
Fritz Fritz von Faggot.
It's such a like super old name to call somebody Fritz.
No, it is. That's something only German quote unquote people are called. I
Well,
haven't met somebody in real life named Fritz before, if I'm being
yeah,
honest.
I just know when it comes to like German, all of their words for everything is like super long for no reason.
Yeah, like
Like cats like
Krankenwagen.
Schmitzenschmeichen or something.
Once I need to go to the hospital, get me a Krankenwagen. That's ambulance in German.
Yeah. Uh, Going back to wrestling a bit though, they didn't really regulate concussion stuff until like 2014 when CM Punk left. And I
What?
thought that was fucking weird because they had a literal double murder suicide about concussions. And they didn't do anything about regulating like treatment until after Punk left.
Wow. Didn't he get into MMA, CM Punk, and he sucked?
Yeah, he sucked so bad. He went 0 and 2, and
Yeah,
then he
they
went back to pro wrestling, and then he
that definitely
was
that definitely didn't help his concussion problem going
probably
into
not,
MMA.
dude.
Getting his ass beat all the
He
time.
was like 40 when he joined. Like,
What the
there's no
fuck?
way you can adjust your lifestyle that quickly and actually
No.
win UFC matches.
No, if you're 40, fuck no.
It'd be
Like at
like
that
if
like
Randy Couture, or however you say that guy's name, came in when he was like 38. That makes no fucking sense. You're not gonna win shit, you know?
right. No, that's absolutely right.
I just know then Punk came back to wrestling like 2 years ago. Then he had a fucking brawl with somebody in the summer of that year, and he got suspended. Then he came back last year and fought with somebody behind the scenes, and then he got fired.
Damn, that guy just can't catch a break.
Yeah, he got rehired by WWE in November, and now he's going into the Royal Rumble tomorrow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he got a fast track back to the company he left, which is hilarious to me.
That is pretty funny. You know what I was thinking about earlier this week?
Yeah.
So Barack Obama, say he's like gay
Mm.
and like he sucked so much dick and swallowed so much cum that he got sick to his stomach and they called him Suck Cock Obama.
I
And he's just
remember.
like he's just like my fellow Americans. I suck too much dick. Now I'm gonna throw up a bunch of cum. And then he just vomits cum all over the fucking presidential podium.
I remember Obama versus Romney epic rap battle,
That was
where
a
Mitt
classic.
Romney goes, "You're married to the female version of Patrick Ewing."
Do you have you heard of the Michelle Obama conspiracy where Michelle Obama is a trans woman?
Well, my mom brought that up today, surprisingly.
Do
She's
you
like,
believe
"There's
it?
a good chance that's a guy right there."
I mean, hey, could be. Never know.
Yeah,
I
I
just,
don't
I
know,
just think
maybe.
the circumstantial evidence around because that's like every conspiracy is just well, almost every conspiracy is like circumstantial evidence is like the king of conspiracies. And the circumstantial evidence for Michelle Obama being a man is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like
I know
old
it's the
photos
same
of
thing
her,
with
like all
Michael
that shit.
Jackson for a while.
Yeah, there's Brittany Griner,
Oh
the
yeah.
one WNBA player that got rescued from Russia over a literal U.S. Marine. Um, yeah, a lot of people suspect that she is also trans
Well, I
because
know.
her voice is deep and
Hmm.
she doesn't have boobs and she's like tall as shit.
Well, I know
Basically, just has black guy qualities.
she's a lady who likes ladies in the nicest
Yeah,
of terms.
that too. That too.
So
This is like
maybe she's a masculine lady, and that's
I
how
don't
it
know.
comes down. You know.
Have you ever heard her speak? Like seen interviews? She does
There
not sound like a woman.
there is a lady in Impact Wrestling, which is yet another pro wrestling brand.
Yeah.
Uh, and they sound like a man. Jordan Grace. If you ever hear her talk, it's like 6 octaves lower than before she started lifting weights, and
That's probably from like
I'm baffled.
testosterone injections or something just to build more muscle. That
Something
has to be what that's from.
like she's bigger than her boyfriend, and I was like,
Holy shit.
whoa,
That would fuck me up.
yeah,
I
something
mean,
else.
it is what it is, but still that would I would be like, "Damn, dude. I don't want to get in an argument with her. I might get a spousal abuse done
I make it
against me."
suplexed across the house. But yeah, pro wrestling and any sport really will always have like masculine looking people in it, you know?
Yeah, I feel like the WWE, all their they're like obviously buff, but they look womanly still.
Yeah,
They sound like women.
for the
What's
most part.
who's the one that's really hot? Like Alexis Bliss or Alexa Bliss?
Yeah, Alexa Bliss
Yeah.
is up there, honestly.
Yeah, I ever since I was a kid, I was never a big WWE watcher as a kid, but I did know who that was by the time I was 8 years old, and I was like, "Oh my god, she's so fucking hot. I just want her.
I
I
want to
don't.
meet her. I want to
I'm
meet
8 years
her.
old. I don't know what I want to do to her. Do something."
Well, you probably wouldn't have been like 8. She came around when like around like 2017ish, if I remember right.
No way.
Yeah,
No way.
she's got like a lot of personality traits going though. Whenever she does promos and stuff.
Hold on. I have to look up when Alexa Bliss entered WWE because I feel like 2017 is bullshit. I feel
She
like
might have
that's
been on
fake.
NXT for like a year and a
Maybe.
half.
Yo, she's on maternity leave, dude. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
And she was born in Ohio, dude.
she's fucking sick, dude. One
Dude,
of
she
the
was
best
born in
out there, man.
Ohio. Holy shit. Hold on. Debut September 20th, 2013. Holy shit.
Whew.
Okay. Fair enough.
Still, like,
She's still really hot.
yeah. I
Maybe I'm
think
thinking of I might be thinking of another chick then, but
you might be thinking
um
of like Natalia or something,
oh yeah.
because Natalia is like 40-ish now. I think.
Natalia Neidhart or
Yeah,
whatever. Okay, let me check her out.
and
Yeah, that's absolutely who I'm thinking of. Yep,
she's
that's her right
cool.
there.
She's pretty
When I
cool.
was 8.
She's still
Alexa Bliss
wrestling
is still really hot though. I she's on maternity leave, which is kind of I don't
for
know.
Alexa.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, Alexa Bliss, but
There's also
wow.
Carmella. She's quite nice looking.
Soprano?
No, unfortunately. But Carmella, she is the queen of Staten Island, but she's from Boston.
God damn, dude. That sounds like a train wreck of a pro wrestler.
That sounds
I'm the
like
queen of Staten Island.
you know those
Shut up, bitch.
like E Network shows that are like the real bitches of rockstar and hip hop or
Yeah,
whatever, right?
yeah,
It sounds like
yup.
she would be a part of one of those.
The real bitches. That's so fucking funny.
It's just a very funny idea of a show.
The real bitches in WWE.
They
That would
have
be
total
that'd be
divas.
better than a cage match fight. Watching those chicks
Oh, do you
fighting like
remember
a house.
iCarly cage match? Where it was Tori from Victorious and iCarly?
Yeah,
And they beat
yeah,
the
I
shit out
remember
of each
that.
other?
Holy shit, she didn't. What was her name in that? It was
It was definitely not Tori Vega. That's
no, it wasn't.
Victorious for sure.
Yeah, I can't remember. I do know what you're talking about. I forgot about
I
that.
know they beat the shit out of Neville or whatever that guy's name
Neville
is.
Papperman.
Yeah, they fucking slaughter him at the end of the episode.
Oh yeah, they do. That's right. Holy shit.
It's like the
Man,
second time throughout
you're
all the
reminding me of a
recordings
lot
we've
of
mentioned
iCarly shit.
iCarly, dude. This is fucking funny. Oh man, I remember watching iCarly with my sister. Same thing with Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah.
That shit rocked for like so long. I tried to
Oh
watch
yeah.
Jesse with her. I fucking hated Jesse so much.
That show fucking sucked. I watched it too.
I watched like 2 seasons of it, and I was just like, oh, Debbie Ryan, ooh, Debbie Ryan. The whole time. That was the only thing my brain could think of was, why am I watching this? Debbie Ryan, ooh, Debbie Ryan.
Yeah. How about Andrew Ryan? How about Debbie Ryan is Andrew Ryan from BioShock
From
and he turned
BioShock?
trans.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Can you imagine that if Debbie Ryan was the fucking villain of a BioShock game? I would
Yeah,
buy
she's like,
every copy.
"Oh, would you kindly?" And you'd do it all and you'd enjoy it.
Dude, I would not give a shit about the Would You Kindly.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, bitch, I'm gonna do it anyway, just to please you.
It was insane to see her go from the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on deck, whatever that show was called, character, where she's like a skinny twig, and then in Jessie, she's just curvy as hell, and my brain's like, what
She's
happened?
hella thick.
Yeah, I don't remember how any of that works. It's probably just her genetics being fucking awesome. But my brain was just like, yes, yes, please, yes. Something like that, yes. The whole time. I,
Goddamn, I'm looking at pictures of Debbie Ryan right now.
yeah, dude.
I would go crazy.
That was 2013 me yeeking out about Debbie Ryan, dude.
Yo, she's only 30 years old, bro. You could
Yeah.
tell. She's in our league.
Honestly, yeah, technically. She would also be in Minecraft Dweems trajectory.
Was Peyton List also on that show?
Yeah, she's like 22,
Yeah.
23.
She's 25. I always thought she was.
Shit.
Whenever I'd watch that show, I'd be like, dude, hell yeah.
I just know the Boyce guy died from a seizure. So like
Oh
every
yeah, that's
year they
right.
talk about him in a positive way, and I thought that was nice.
Yeah. Here's what you do when you have a seizure. Step one, fucking don't.
uh,
There's a hold on. Let me okay, this guy's from a Disney Channel original movie. His name's Milo Manheim. I'm pretty sure Mannheim was the name of high-ranking Nazi official during World War II. It
Jesus.
was like Eric von Mannheim or something like that.
I know the kid that played the Indian kid from Diary of the Wimpy Kid was on Jesse as one of them.
Wait, which one? Was it
Uh,
Rowley?
Shirag Gupta, or however you say that guy's
Yeah,
name.
Chirag Gupta.
Yeah, he was in.
He was
He
like
was in
he
Jesse,
was all
dude.
like, "Oh, this is the cheese touch. You cannot have the cheese touch, or you
You
will be
cannot get a cheese touch. No,
you
it's
will
not
be
good for
executed
you.
if you have the cheese touch. We have to contain the cheese touch."
We will
It's like,
have to
okay,
pull out
Chirag.
revolver and shoot you in face.
Do you think that
No
was his
cheese
real
cup.
voice? Do you think that was his real voice in that movie?
Yeah, he's 25 now. That's fucking crazy.
Were
Chirag
they like, you need to
Gupta.
put on an
Oh
Indian
my
accent for
god.
this role? Like, just that'd be really racist if you
It's
did that.
insane that Chirag is fucking 25 now. I'll admit that.
He's older than
What?
me.
That's fucking crazy. The
I still
cheese,
have
don't touch the cheese. Don't do
I still
it.
have 11 months till I'm 25. Peyton List is
Shit.
25 too. Do you think if I turn 25, Peyton List will have sex with me?
I don't think that's how any of that works, but there's a chance.
Dude, I could DM her on Instagram right now,
Oh my god.
and
Maybe.
she would do it. She would
There's
do it.
there's like a 1 in a million chance she would be like, "Where you at?"
Yeah, dude, just the text abbreviation for where you at. Holy shit.
That's one of the interesting things about modern day is that with all the billions of people on internet stuff, I'm having a stroke talking about it apparently. But with the millions of people that use anything internet, there's a chance you could talk to a celebrity.
Yeah, there's a conspiracy that Taylor Swift at least at one point used 4chan. Like there's like people have receipts of like Taylor Swift shit from 4chan or like I don't know, I forget how it all goes, but nah, people were like thinking that Taylor Swift was a slash B user,
Hmm.
which is kind of insane if you think about it.
You know, if
I always
Taylor
think about
was,
like
that would be pretty cool. I won't
I
lie.
always think about like with like the Epstein shit and stuff like
Oh yeah, the list
how
and shit.
yeah, like how many celebrities have like weird ass fucking deviant sexual fetishes? I always think that.
I think Spacey would be a good example.
Who's Spacey?
Kevin Spacey, dude.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Well, Kevin Spacey's kink is just like rape.
Yeah,
Which well, I can't say that.
yeah,
Oh,
pretty
two
much.
episodes in a row. Here we go.
It's
Uh,
fine. We're way past
I'll
five
use the
minutes.
PC version of it. Sexual assault. That's his fetish.
Hmm.
Being
I'll
gay and
still try to
sexual
cut
assault.
that little bit out, though. I'll
Yeah,
have to
my bad
find
on
it, though.
that. My bad.
It's fine. I should have said it and phrased it in a different way, I think. Would have
I
helped
will
you.
like it. I definitely would have slipped up and said it anyway, even though I try not to.
It's kind of weird that back in like 2007, so many shows would mention that word anyways.
Yeah. Well,
So
I don't
it's
think
like
it's a
a
bad word.
well-known situation, you know.
I don't think it's really a bad word per se. I just think people people have turned it into something that if you just say it, it holds this power.
Hmm.
If that it really shouldn't, I guess. I mean, in the context of what it is, obviously it has power, but like I don't know.
Oh,
I'm a big free speech guy. I
I got
think
some
everybody
recent
should be able
news
to
that
say
also
anything.
merges with the pro wrestling stuff.
What happened?
Vince McMahon, the owner of WWE, got in trouble because he tried to tell somebody that worked for him to send nudie pictures of themselves to Brock
Yo.
Lesnar to make him
What?
sign.
Wait, he was a middleman for like
Yeah,
nudes?
yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
And in the comments, like in the replies to the lady, he was like, "Oh yeah, he would love it if you were sucking big black ding dongs and
What?
taking it in the ass and shit
Oh
like
my
that."
god.
And I was like, "What?
What is
What
going
is
on?
this?" This was like 2012, and Vince McMahon is trying to convince somebody that works for him to send nudes to somebody else.
How about
What?
how about Vince McWoman and I'm a girl now. Yeah. Can I show you my pussy?
Vince McMahon trying to transition at like 78 would probably just kill him.
Is he 78 years
I
old?
think so. I think he's up
I knew
there.
he was in his 70s, but I just God damn. His
Oh
heart's gonna
man.
catch up to him one of these days. He's gonna fucking just they're gonna find him like Kurt Cobain, except instead of killing himself with a shotgun, he'll just be dead
Yeah,
on the bathroom floor.
I think he probably only has like 5 good years in him, and then they're gonna put him in an old folks home in the middle of nowhere so no one harasses him.
Dude, they would not be able to put fucking almost said Vince Neil, Vince McMahon in an old folks home. Like he's too jacked. He would like fucking if he got
Dude,
dementia, he would be the most dangerous dementia
that
patient.
is so true.
He would fuck up anybody trying to put him in a home.
They would have to straitjacket his ass to make sure he
They'd have to
doesn't
send
beat
in the
the shit
SWAT
out of
team.
people.
They'd have to send in the National Guard or the SWAT team or something to try and get Vince, just go to the home. You'll be safer there.
Oh,
I'll fucking kill you. How about that?
I'll fucking ask you to send pics to Brock.
Yeah. How about I photograph you nude and send it to Brock Lesnar? How about that?
In 2012, that's the only thing I wanted to do. That's fucking
That's it.
crazy. I can't believe that's an actual news cycle that happened the other day. I don't use Twitter that often, but when I looked at that, I was just like, "What? What? What do you mean?" It was something else. Man.
Yeah, the news cycle goes crazy. I always see like crazy um just headlines. Cuz I don't really even read like that often. I
Yeah.
just mostly like look at the headline and like make my own just like put together whatever I can from the headline. Um like, woman gets in feud with neighbor and sues him and I'm like, well, the woman suing him is probably a bitch anyway, so why would I read this?
Did you
It's
did you see the news about the lady that smoked a bong twice and then stabbed a guy 100 times
no.
and then blamed it on the weed?
Oh my god. That's psychosis, lady.
She
Leave
is
it
just a
to women.
psychopath, dude.
Leave it to women to ruin weed for the rest of us. Was she a white woman?
I think she was a black persuasion.
Ah, well, for the sake of my argument, white woman, because white women ruin everything. That seems like something a white woman would do,
Yeah, it was just
especially when it comes
weird.
to blaming her egregious actions on doing something else.
It's just a weird little tidbit because, like, I don't think when you, like, smoke weed or anything of the sort, correct, that you just like suddenly turn into a monster of a person. I think weed just relaxes you, right?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. Unless you have like schizophrenia, which then it can just throw you into straight psychosis.
Like the summer girl from Fish Tank.
Yeah, yeah, she definitely had psychosis of some sort.
It was a weird thing to watch somebody talk about that poor girl. And he was like, yeah, she doesn't know that she's on a show. Like, she automatically got Stockholm syndrome in like day 5, and they got scared.
Wait, who said that?
Some reviewer guy was like, she's in love with Jet because of Stockholm syndrome and shit. And I was like, what?
What the fuck?
I never
You'll have
even
to send
thought
that
about
to
that.
me. I want to watch that and see, because I feel like I'm missing some context. Because I mean I watched that show from like day one, obviously, but like I don't know. That seems like some really crazy, um, I guess assumptions to make about the show. Unless they're educated, then they're
I,
not assumptions.
I guess when she got booted out, she went to a psych ward and she
Yeah.
recorded like an hour-long video and sent it to them too.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. Okay, so I knew about the psych ward. I knew. Yeah, I knew about all that, which I think the psych ward thing could be a little iffy on whether that happened. Um, just because you're dealing with a crazy person's, telling of events.
Yeah.
She claimed she was like, uh, almost said it again, sexually assaulted,
Yeah.
which a lot of people are saying didn't happen, and there's really no concrete evidence. And given the fact that she goes on like the fish tank after show all the time on like a Twitter space and like
Mm.
talks about the show, I really don't think that that's what happened. The worst accusation she made was saying that Vance cried. Now that's some heavy stuff, heavier than what she was talking about before. If some white woman, if some white woman was going to accuse me of crying, I would kick them out of my rally. They'd be gone. But no, I'd 10 out of 10. I would let Summer fuck my whole life up.
Mm.
Absolutely.
I saw that Taylor fucking punch the shit out of Trish because
Yeah.
Trish pushed her or something.
Yeah, no, it was like I guess the play-by-play was they had a beef going all day,
Mm.
and I think Trish hit Taylor with a binder, and Taylor was like, "You want to fucking hit me?" And then just like a man, like fucking hooked her in the face, hooked Trish in the face. I was like, "Dude,
Yeah.
come on,
I
that's
was like,
crazy."
damn, Taylor. Gonna take out some teeth with that punch, dude. What the hell?
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I've been a day one Patriot.
I saw a video of this guy in Britain, and he's like getting pissed at his wife, and he's like, oh yeah, show me your fucking hands, bruv. And she puts her hands up, and the way she punches is putting her arm all the way up and then going down in motion.
That's a
There's no
downer cut.
swing. She just raises her arm and puts it down, and that's
They
it.
call that a downer cut.
And he was like, "Yeah, that's why I fucking thought your punches are shit, bruv."
Oh my god. British people are fucking insane. I don't know. I don't get why we haven't nuclear bombed that place off the map yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Have
guess.
you seen their cuisine?
Oh yeah, all the fish and chips in the world,
Fucking
baby.
fish and chips, beans and toast, and then they have this shit which sounds disgusting. They it's called blood sausage. Okay,
Ew.
that's what I call my dick when it gets hard. Why why would you make a food based around that nasty ass name?
I think
I
it's
have
pig's
had it
blood in
before. It is
it.
good,
Yeah.
but oh, I need some bangers and mash with some blood sausage. Like it's coagulated blood that's solidified into like a meat, I think, which is fucking disgusting until it's cooked and served to you. The concept is a lot shittier than the actual product at the end.
As long as it's not surstrumming, I think we're good.
I think I saw that in a store one time.
It's pickled herring, and when you open it up, it's not even like a cooked anything. It's just a bird or fish, I guess, in a can.
Do you need to cook it?
No, apparently. It's kind of like
Oh,
sardines. You're supposed to just be able
oh,
to bite into it. And I was like, yeah, I'm
interesting.
good. I'm good.
That's that's something. That's one of the things of all time.
Yeah, I
Pastrami.
I haven't had sardines since I was like 5, and I
I don't
hated
eat
it.
that shit. It just sounds
It's
disgusting.
just tiny little fish that you usually put on pizza, and that's about it.
I hear only weirdos put that shit on pizza.
Yeah,
Do you?
no. The worst occasion I do is sausage and pepperoni on the same pizza, and that's
Oh
it.
no, that's fine. Sausage and pepperoni is a classic combo.
Back in like
Mm.
2017, there would also be pineapple on that,
Oh
though.
hell yeah! Now we're talking pineapple and ham.
Well, mine
That's
would
the
be
good shit.
pineapple and sausage and pepperoni. I would just add to it a little. It was
Okay,
a good mix. Like, I think
you
pineapple
know,
has enough of like a sweetness where it doesn't really hurt anything.
I like uh pineapple on pizza enough to not knock sausage, pepperoni, and pineapple. Because
Yeah,
normally they call it a Hawaiian pizza, which with
ham.
pineapple and ham on it.
Yeah,
Um, I won't knock what you're telling me to do till I try it. You know,
yeah. But I haven't had it since like 2017, and I only usually get shit from like Marco's.
Marco's Pizza.
But Papa John's pineapple is completely different than Marco's pineapple. Same thing with Domino's pineapple. They all taste different.
I'm a slut for East of Chicago. I would get on my knees and suck the CEO's dick if I could, because they make a damn good pie.
I got a couple pizza places over here that are pretty cool that I think are kind of exclusive.
Are they like local?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's
there's
sick.
Sir Pizza, which are
Hmm.
these like giant like 10-foot pizzas.
Holy shit.
But they also do like 3 foot as well, and like two.
Damn, they
And
measure their sizes in feet? That's fucking crazy.
yeah, and it's really good. Um,
Huh.
I guess there's also Hungry Howie's. I'm not sure if you have those.
Yeah, we have Hungry Howie's up here.
But those are
Not
so
like
fucking
widespread.
good. Like the crust on that shit. Ooh, ooh.
I got really lucky moving to where I live now because before I had like two East of Chicago's that were like 2 towns away from me.
Mm,
Now they're just everywhere.
hell yeah.
There's not a town I go through in this area that does not have an East of Chicago. I just need to try them all so I know which one sucks and which one doesn't. Or maybe all of them are just really good. I don't know.
Do you
I
just
just
get
know
Chicago style for all of them?
no, I get like their regular pizza, but I get like the meat lovers. And
Awesome.
there's one in, not to dox myself, I don't really care because I don't live around there anymore, but in Still, Ohio, there is a nice, really nice East of Chicago where they put the pepperonis under the cheese.
Oh, dude, that's
And
like a specialty,
it's
dude.
really good, and it gives you more room on top of the pizza
Yes,
to load
sir.
other toppings on. So like I've never like the other East of Chicago near where I used to live never did that. And I was like, you people are fucking idiots. You're doing it wrong. The people in Seville are freaking they're gangsters, dude. They're the best.
Hmm.
East Chicago and Seville. Uh I would uh I would suck that restaurant's dick if it had one.
The man, there's so many good pizza places, man. It's
No,
really
there are.
tough to do like a ranking video, but for me it would be like CC's near the bottom and everything else on the top.
Yeah, we have there's a bar near me that sells like amazing fucking pizza.
Hmm.
It's like I don't know, a lot of old people just go in there to like split a pizza. Split a pizza and have a couple beverages.
Hey yo, boss,
Okay,
can
thanks.
I get my starry for free? I
My
had to wait
starry.
16 hours for this fucking starry in my pizza. What the hell? Starry is actually not that bad. It's the
That's good.
replacement Sierra Mist.
Yeah, yeah. I like a good starry every now and then. It's better from if it's on tap at a
True.
restaurant.
Like Taco Bell Starry is where it's at,
Yeah.
dude. It's so good.
Taco Bell goes crazy. I love Taco Bell. I'm glad there's one near me because there's not a whole lot of restaurants out here.
There's one down the road from me, and then there's a McDonald's right next to it.
Yeah, there's like a McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's. That's like the fast food. We also have a Dairy Queen that's connected to a gas station.
Oh shit.
Dairy Queen's pretty fucking good. I love Dairy Queen in
Uh,
general.
there's a Publix down the street, but I never go to it.
Publix just seems like fucking fancy Walmart.
Yeah,
Like I feel
I
like I
heard their
can't go in
prices
there
are
like
way too
high
high.
on weed.
Yeah, I hear their prices are way too high, kind of like Whole Foods.
Yeah, Whole Foods is. I've never even stepped foot in a Whole
I don't even
Foods.
know
I
what a
don't
Whole
want to.
Foods is. I just know the prices are high.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like Target, but for fucking hippie losers
True.
who do like I don't know what's the job of somebody that visits a Whole Foods
They are a
office
Hot
worker.
Topic employee, I think, is how that lines up. Either that or like a
No,
hairstylist.
probably like a Hot Topic like executive,
Yeah. Like a
somebody
general
that deals with.
manager or something.
Probably yeah, I could see general manager.
I just know,
Somebody that's been a vegan for 3 years. That's where they go.
hmm,
Whole Foods.
I just know Ted Nivison had a video where he was cooking something. And he went to Whole Foods for everything. And I was like, this guy is pretentious as hell. Go to a Walmart like every other basic bitch. Come on.
What if what if you replace the V in Nivison with like a G? How crazy would that be?
Ooh, that'd be something.
Ted boop boop.
Thanks for the self censor on that one.
Yeah, I wanted to say it, and I was like, I was doing mental gymnastics to see how I could like maybe say it, and
Yeah,
that's the best I could do.
you would have to go like Nye and then Guy and then Son.
Yeah, Bill. Yeah, it's Bill Nye's son who's a guy. That's
Yeah.
what I meant. That's what I'm talking about. It's not racist, I promise.
Well, I got pretty much every single prediction wrong, unfortunately, last time.
What even were your predictions? I don't remember now.
I said Houston would beat the Ravens. I was so off on that. Let's
Yeah,
see
they
here.
kind of got butt fucked by the Ravens, didn't they?
I said that the Bills were going to beat the Chiefs, and it went the other way. So the Chiefs are definitely a psyop.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was saying. If they win the Super Bowl, it's gonna be some deep state bullshit.
So now there's only 2 games, and then the Super Bowl after that.
Nice.
It's the Chiefs and Ravens, and I'm gonna say that the Ravens win because no one likes the
I'm
Taylor
hoping
Swift Chiefs. And
only
then,
people from Kansas City like them.
honestly, not many at this point.
Good.
And then it's the Lions and the 49ers, and both of those teams have really good offenses. But I'm gonna go on a limb and say the Lions make it.
If they both have good offense, it basically just becomes a battle of like who can rush who better, more
Yeah,
effectively.
who can scare the quarterback to the point where they pee themselves?
Right. To anybody listening or watching, thanks for watching and or listening. Um, yeah, I mean, this has been Northwest Trenches, the best podcast to ever podcast.
Next
Yeah,
time
suck
we
my
might
wiener.
talk about Fish Tank a little more.
Possibly. I mean, it'll be done by then, so we'll have a lot to recap.
Okay, it's childish, Gambino, homegirl, drop it like the NASDAQ. Move white girls like